So the Color Purple remake is about to release soon, and now to act. Try that again. So the Color Purple remake is about to release soon, and actress Taraji P. Henson is doing the media rounds all over the internet, talking and complaining about how she's broke. Let's listen to what she had to say.
Are you thinking about it?
Okay, hold on. Let me stop playing. This is Taraji P. Henson. She's a legend. She deserves to have her opinion heard. So let's do that over again.
Are you thinking about it?
You know it's hard out here for a pimp.
Listen, we don't care. We don't care. All right, I talk y'all after the drop.
What makes you think that I'm an answer if you ain't mine? Even if you call me.
Oh, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I know a lot of y'all is probably looking at this video like, damn, Atreus, another video downing your own people. Oh, yes, let the cooning begin, nigga, because y'all people are delusional. Okay, so let's talk about Taraji P. Henson. Now she's going around making the media rounds to promote the color purple and all of that woo-woo. But she's also using this opportunity to complain about not being paid fairly. She's complaining about having to work a lot. She's complaining about having to work a lot because she's not getting paid that much. And she's also, there's also a lot of things being brought up on social media that came from her 2016 memoir about how she hasn't gotten paid fairly. And so let's take a real listen this time to see what she had to say.
Are you thinking about it?
I'm just tired of working so hard, being gracious at what I do, getting paid a fraction of the cost.
You know it's hard out here for a pimp.
I promise this time. I couldn't help it. I promise this time we listening for real. Let's go.
I'm tired of hearing my sisters say the same thing over and over. You get tired. I hear people go, "You work a lot." I'll have to. The math ain't mathing.
Okay, so there's a lot to unpack here. We'll go over some more of her comments. She actually said something else. I wanted to go over that really quick, but we'll get to that. There's a lot to unpack here. We could do without the crying. I'm gonna keep it. I don't care about celebrities crying anymore. If you look at her net worth here, it seems as though Taraji P. Henson has touched 12 million. Now, I get it. This is not the most accurate, representation of what any celebrity may make, but it's the closest thing we got, and it's an estimation. It could be higher, it could be lower, but the point is, she's touched it. Okay, so that tells me that you've either mismanaged your funds or you just don't know how to invest. If you had invested your money correctly, this would be a non-issue. You would work when you want to work, and you would work projects that you want to work. Okay, you probably should have got married. Kerry Washington got married. Who else got married? There's a lot of prominent female actresses that got married to where their husbands is doing so great financially that they can work when they want to, and they can turn down whatever. But Scarlett Johansson is married. Zoe Saldana is married. We'll get to a couple of them in a minute, but let's get to this other video in which Taraji P. Henson went on about pay.
And I'm really getting tired of black women having the same story.
Shut up,
it's
bitch.
breaking my heart. Like 20 plus in the game, it breaks my heart. It's like every time you achieve something really incredible, it's almost like the industry looks at it as a fluke. Like, oh, that was like some one-time thing. So you fall back to the bottom and you gotta negotiate and fight tooth and nail to get what you made the last time. Where's my raise? I haven't seen a raise in my income since Proud Mary. And almost had to walk away from Color Purple. Yes, ma'am.
Now you heard what she had to say there. One of the things that I really latched on to was that she talked about the notion that she's been doing it for 20 plus years and she hasn't had a pay since whatever that movie was that she named. And it's like, bro, you work in Hollywood, bro. You know damn well Hollywood don't work like that. You don't work for 20 years in Hollywood as an actress or entertainer of any sort and say, you know what, I've been doing this for 20 years. I should be getting paid more than anybody. That is not how Hollywood works. The problem with a lot of people, and especially black people and black people in Hollywood, is so many of y'all don't know how business works. You have zero idea on how business works, and because you have zero idea of how business works, you seem to think you're in a victim position when you're really not. Okay, $150,000 for whatever the movie she was talking about with Brad Pitt, which we'll get into in a minute, is more than enough. Okay, you just need to live within your means. Okay, and recognize who you are and where you at. But we're going to continue to get into it. You get paid in Hollywood based on how many eyes you're going to bring to their film. Like, if you give me Brad Pitt and Taraji P. Henson, I'm going to pay money for Brad Pitt. Taraji P. Henson can't ask me for the same amount of money as Brad Pitt. Have you lost your damn mind? This is a reminder to black people and black Hollywood. Taraji P. Henson is only big in the black community. I don't know where y'all getting all this extra bravado that she deserves, this, that, and the third. No, all right. That's ridiculous. Okay. This is the fault of Taraji P. Henson and other actors and actresses like her. You like to box yourself in this blackety black lane. Oh, we did this made for black people. Oh, we're gonna appear on black shows. We're gonna work for black people. We're gonna do all of this. And then when the money doesn't come in, you are confused as to why you don't get paid the same as everybody else. Brad Pitt appears in movies that market to everybody. And the reason why I keep bringing up Brad Pitt is because of this tweet right here, where it talks about in Taraji P's 2016 memoir, she discussed how she only got paid a fraction of what Brad Pitt got paid. She says that Brad Pitt got paid $10 million. She asked for $500,000, and they said, "Yeah, right. We'll give you 150." and really, it's Brad Pitt. Okay. Brad Pitt is one of the biggest superstars in Hollywood history. Again, Taraji P. Henson is only big to black people. And you can see that in my tweet. A couple people responded and agreed. Some feel as though that she probably deserved around $1 million. Again, this is all about how many eyes are you going to bring to my film. And that tells you what they think of the black audience. It's not about racism. It's about niggas don't really come and support certain movies. It's just the facts. It's just the facts. If black people was really going to the theater to support certain actors and actresses, you would be worth more at the box office. You would see more black movies doing well. Remember that Juneteenth movie that came out this past what was it called? The movie where they went to the cabin and they played the little racist game or whatever it was. It was a comedy. It was a spoof, satire and all of that. And that movie came and went like a fart in the wind. Nobody went and saw it. I don't see no black people talking about it. But then y'all wonder why black actresses can't get paid. It's a song and dance between the audience and the actresses. You got to put out content that niggas want to watch, and niggas got to go out there and support content that niggas want to make. It's just that simple. But we can go and look at it. You want to make this about a black woman issue? We can go and look at some other black female actresses that have dominated in their field. Let's talk about it. Let's start with a very talented woman who not only gets paid the part, ladies and gentlemen, but she also has a reputation for being a action star. Okay, Zoe Saldana. Okay. Her net worth is around 40 million. Once again, a guesstimate. You know what I'm saying? But she reportedly got paid $8 million for appearing in Avatar: The Way of Water. She's getting paid $8 million to appear in that. She got paid $4 million for the first one. She only got paid around She only got paid around $100,000 for her appearance in the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie. But it's worth remembering that nobody knew what the first Guardians of the Galaxy was going to do. Nobody knew that the Guardians of the Galaxy was actually going to blow up the way that it did. And so it's worth noting that in the second movie, she got paid more. And in the third movie, she obviously got paid more. She got paid $3 million for appearing in Infinity War. Sorry. And that's an estimate. And then 5 million for Endgame. Okay. No, I'm sorry. They pay her 11 million for Endgame and 5 million for I think it was the second or the third Guardians movie. So Zoe Saldana is getting paid millions. Why isn't Taraji P. Henson? Let's go to the next star, Viola Davis. Okay, Viola Davis reportedly gets paid or got paid $450,000 per episode in How to Get Away with a Murder. Okay. That's banking, okay? Yet you only getting paid $100,000 for that movie. Yeah, whose problem is that? Is that a industry problem or is that a Taraji P. Henson problem? Okay, let's go to our next star. Kerry Washington. Kerry Washington reportedly made $250,000 per episode on Scandal. Okay, once again, and if I'm not mistaken, Scandal was written by a black woman, if I'm not mistaken. I have to double check on that later. But Kerry Washington making bank. Who else? What about Halle Berry? Halle Berry made $14 million, okay, on Catwoman alone in 2004. She made $6 million on Gothica. She made $600,000 in her role for Monsters Ball. Why is it that Halle Berry is getting paid all this money, but Taraji P. Henson can't? What about somebody like Angela Bassett, who truthfully speaking, Angela Bassett has been in a lot of black films, and she was originally seen as like one of those black actresses, but she branched out. She made reportedly $450,000 per episode on the show of 911. So the question is, why can actresses like these 5 talented ladies continuously get paid all this money on all of these projects, but Taraji P. Henson is out here struggling? Well, it's all about image, sweetheart. When you come around here and you do the whole blackity black and for black people and by black people and all of this stuff like that, everybody else is looking at it like, this ain't made for me. This ain't made for me. And so the audacity for us to make projects and say for black people, by black people, and then get upset when nobody else goes and sees our art, and then therefore our actresses can't get paid what they're probably would be worth if they didn't do that. Who the fuck you gonna blame? You want to blame gender politics? Nah. This is your fault. You should have constructed your image in a way that would have allowed you to participate in black movies, but also everywhere else as well. You should have been in the Alien movies. You should have been in the white rom-coms or whatever. You should have been a willing participant, and that's the whole thing. You don't see any black male actors coming out here complaining about pay. Why? Because they understand they get paid. We understand we get paid. All of us understand we get paid based on what we're worth. And Taraji P. Henson, you just say, you ain't it. I'm sorry. Ain't nobody talking about you on social media. Yes, these companies, they look at your social media traction, how many eyes you're going to bring, how many followers you got on Twitter, how many followers you got on Instagram. They're looking at that and they're paying it based off that. Shit, at this point, if you struggling this bad, Taraji, you might well go on and start an OnlyFans. So all of the old black men who had the fantasy about you from years ago can get that little, you know what I'm saying, get off before you get a little bit too old. Because you are already too old, but maybe you might want to delve into some OnlyFans content. Because at this point, sweetheart, it's over. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later.
Let's go. Beat that thing down like you started attention, my baby. You had some plans with your man, just tell him to cancel, my baby. Slide to the crib, look like Dracula's mansion, my baby. When you pull up, it's on action, my baby.